offices of Jumana.
مساء الخير أعزائي المستمعين من إذاعة صوت الغد. لقاءنا اليوم مع الآنسة عيشة فاروقي المرشحة لمجلس النواب لولاية ميشيغان الأمريكية State Representative لمقاطعة 57 أو ديستريكت 57 اللي راح تشرح لنا عن الانتخابات. طبعا الانتخابات راح تكون يوم 5/11، فلا زال عندنا وقت للناس اللي ما مرشحين او ما منتخبين لحد الان ان ينتخبوا الشخص المناسب. فراح تشرح لنا عن نفسها وراح تشرح لنا عن برنامجها الانتخابي. ان شاء الله نستفاد احنا مع بعضنا. عيشة, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for having me.
Aisha, before we start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Like many of our viewers, listeners, I am an immigrant. My family and I moved to the U.S. in 1993. And we moved here because my mom earned a scholarship to study at the University of Detroit Mercy. And so even though my parents had every intention of returning back home, they stayed because they knew that their two daughters would be provided with opportunities here that no other nation could offer. Here in the land of opportunity, no dream was too big and anything was possible. So Michigan became our new home. And my family and I have benefited greatly from the American dream. My sister and I attended Detroit public schools as children. And during one semester, we didn't have textbooks. And my teacher, Mr. White, made copies of the lesson plans for each student, paying out of his own pocket. And I thought to myself, if I'm ever in a position to give back to the community, I will. And that's one of the things that drives me to work hard. And as I stated, my family and I have benefited greatly from the American dream. My sister is a physician. I currently work as an assistant prosecuting attorney in Wayne County. And one of the greatest honors of my life is saying the following words, AISHA FAROOQI, on behalf of the people. So that's why I'm here. I'm here for the people and the residents of District 57.
So Aisha, you are graduate from law school, so you're an attorney.
Yes.
But now you're working as an assistant prosecutor
Yes.
for Wayne County.
Yes.
So but a person like you, young lady, and you have a bright future and you have a good job.
Yeah.
What's make you decide to run for this position?
There are several things. They say that if you don't like how things are being run, you can either complain or you can make a difference. And so I think, like many people in the Middle Eastern community, South Asian communities, I was taught from a young age to give back and to help improve the lives of my fellow community members. And so I'm running because I believe that I can do things differently. I believe that in 2024, we need modern solutions to modern problems. And I believe that I will be a better representative for District 57.
So District 57, can you explain to our listeners where is what's covered, which area?
Yes. So Michigan House District 57 includes Western Sterling Heights, Eastern Troy, and Precinct 7 in Madison Heights. So
when you say
Sure.
Western Sterling Heights, what do you mean by Western Sterling Heights?
So I mean 14 to 20 mile Van Dyke to DeQuinder. And then Troy is from DeQuinder to John R. 14 to 20 mile, and 19 to 20 mile goes up to Rochester Road. We have Precinct 7 in Madison Heights, which is from 12 to 14 mile on either side of Stevenson Highway.
So you are in the middle, your district in the middle of the Chaldean and Middle Eastern, the rest of the Middle Eastern people living there.
Yes.
We have a majority of our Chaldean and other Middle Eastern live in this area.
Yes.
A bit in DeQuinder, Ryan, Mount, Van Dyke area, and Troy and Madison Heights. So you cover a lot of our community. Aisha said you came to America. You were young. You were very young. Your parents, they came in. You and your sister, and you went to school, public school. Your sister becoming a doctor, and you became an attorney. What's your mom and dad do?
So both of them are chemists. My dad works for a small business. He works for the same small business that he worked for when we first moved to the US. So around 94, he got a job at this electroplating company. He's a chemist. And my mom was also working as an engineer at one of the, I believe, Lear Corporation. But then she left that, and now she just stays at home and she likes to take care of her family.
That's great. So, Aisha, what is your platform? What are you running for? So, what is your base of running for this position?
So, some of the issues that are important to the residents of my district include lowering the cost of living. I'm door knocking in Macomb County, Oakland County, because my district includes both. And what I'm finding is a lot of individuals are struggling with the high cost of living. They're struggling with the cost of groceries. They're struggling with the cost of prescription drugs. So that's something I would want to work on. Keeping our community safe is very important. I'm very honored to be endorsed by Macomb County Sheriff Anthony Wickersham. As a prosecuting attorney, I work very closely with police officers, and we do this to keep the community safe. That's really important to me. I also want to make sure that we support small businesses. When I was working initially as a new attorney, I had my own law firm. And I understand the struggles and joys of being a small business owner. So that's an area that's really important to me. In addition, education, as I stated my story, with my teacher, I think that we need to make sure that our public schools have good resources available for our students. This also includes mental health services. A lot of our young kids are dealing with mental health challenges. And also, as an immigrant, I would fight for immigrants' rights.
In our communities, generally in Chaldean or the rest of the Middle Eastern people, they said every time there's a politician running for a position,
Yeah.
we hear from them and we see them only during the election time. During the election, they are around us, they talk to us, we donated money, we vote for them. Then after a while, they disappeared. How it's very important to them in our community, the immigrant, especially on the one they know your culture, they know your language, they know everything. So the open door policy is very important to the community. That means if you have if people that want to call, they want to chit chat with you about a certain subject, not during the election only.
Yeah.
If you won the election, wish you good luck, by the way. So if you win
Inshallah.
the
Thank
election.
you.
And we need to see the community, the whole in general. They want to see a politician. They can pick up a phone and call and ask him a question, not only during the election time, the 2 years term. They want you to be there.
Yes.
And for them, are you going to keep that open door policy?
Absolutely. I'm running for the people, and I'm running to help improve the lives of the community. And the way I get to do that is by having open conversations with individuals. And the way I have these conversations is by making sure my door is open, which is why anytime you call me, Nick, I pick up your calls. Same with Terry. There are certain, obviously, those of us who come from Asia or from the Middle Eastern world, we have certain similarities, which is family values are very important to us. And being there for our elders and respecting them is very important to us. And so my goal will be, as a representative, to make sure that my door is always open. And anytime someone needs me, I will be there. That's how I was raised by my mom. That's how I was raised by my father. It was to be there for our community in their time of need. And inshallah, I will do that if God helps me win, because without God, nothing is possible.
Every candidate run for a position, it's very important to be supported or be, not only supported, but, endorsed by other politicians. And I heard they have a long list of politicians in the state of Michigan, starting from the governor. Can you tell us who endorsed you?
I'm very, very honored to have been endorsed by the governor of our state, whom I'm inspired by and really look up to. I was also endorsed by Macomb County Sheriff Anthony Wickersham. I was endorsed by our mayor from the city of Sterling Heights, Michael Taylor. I was endorsed by the Troy City Council member, Mr. Hamilton, and Mr. Hirak Chanda. I have also been endorsed by the Mayor Pro Tem for the city of Sterling Heights, endorsed by Madison Heights Councilor Quinn Wright, Emily Rohrbach as well, and Donovan McKinney, who's the state representative, has also endorsed me. Senator Stephanie Chang has also endorsed me. And I'm just very, very lucky to also have the support of the unions. I'm a proud union member, so I have the support of UAW. I care deeply about teachers, so it's an honor to be endorsed by the Michigan Education Association. So and I have your endorsement, which I'm very proud of as well. So thank you, Nick.
Thank you. Thank you. Running up a candidate, running a campaign is not easy. I've been through this before, and I know there's a lot of, things to be done. Number one, you need people to support you, the volunteers. You need money because campaign every 2 years becoming more expensive every single day, and you need voting people to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And generally, the Middle Eastern people, especially the older one, they don't believe in voting. They say, my vote is not important, does not count. What do you tell the people they said I have only one vote is not important? Can you elaborate a little bit about that?
Well, I'll tell you, there was an election, I think that took place either last year or 2 years ago, and someone won by one vote. So our votes do matter. And it's really important, I believe, especially for minorities, members of the Chaldean American community, the Middle Eastern community, the Asian community, to have a seat at the table. Because that is the only way the politicians will take us seriously and will take our needs seriously. So I believe it is incredibly important for us to exercise our right to vote. This is how we get to tell people how we feel.
And now it's very easy to vote. Before, you had to go to the school the day of an election. Today you don't. You can pick up a phone, call your city clerk, or you call the whatever you want to call, the Lansing or Secretary of State. They will mail you an absentee ballot. While you're sitting home, you can fill that information without any reason, without any excuse. You don't have to have an excuse. Mm-hmm. Before, you have to be in the military or you had a job overseas to get absentee. Now anybody can, for any reason, they can vote. So you don't have to drive if you can drive, or they can send it to your house, and from there you can do it.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of people are voting via absentee ballots, which is fantastic. And what's also great is some people can't take, election day off. So November 5th is the day of the election. And what's really great is the city of Sterling Heights, Troy Madison Heights, they're offering early voting. So people can actually vote now, and they can vote until November 3rd. So they can early vote until November 3rd as well.
Why do you think if you get elected, you are important to our community?
Because I understand the needs of the Chaldean American community better than my opponent. I think most immigrant community members have unique lived and learned experiences, and I share those experiences with other immigrant community members. In addition, one of my mom's closest friends is Chaldean American. In law school, one of my friends, Faroukhi, whom I went to law school with, is also of Chaldean descent. So I understand the culture. I understand we have the same values, we have the same traditions, we have the same culture. So I believe that will give me the insight that I need to serve the Chaldean American community well, inshallah.
So if you get elected, you're not going to miss your job as an attorney?
I think, so I've done a lot of public service work. I was a legal aid attorney. I currently work as an assistant prosecuting attorney. And what I've found is that we need to, in order to improve the lives of our community, we have to write the laws. We have to help create the laws. And I believe I will be able to help my community more by, inshallah, working on these laws, passing these bills to help improve the lives of others. And so if I'm given this opportunity, inshallah, then I believe I will be able to do some good.
The community in general, you said you're going to do this, you're going to do. So today you request something from the community. What do you think the important issue to you to ask the community to do for you to make you successfully win the election?
So my request to the community is, as many of you, I too am an immigrant, and I understand the struggles and joys of being an immigrant better than anyone else. I know what it's like to also belong to the Middle Eastern, Asian world, and I understand the sensitivity. I understand the culture. I understand the tradition. And so, with me, you will have an ally in the House of Representatives. And so, my request for you is please go out and vote. Please tell your friends and family to vote for me. And inshallah, in me, you will always have a friend. My name is AISHA Farouqi. I'm running for state representative in District 57. As I stated before, I'm an assistant prosecuting attorney, and one of the greatest honors of my life is saying the following words in the courtroom, which is AISHA Farouqi on behalf of the people. I'm here fighting on your behalf, and I will continue to do so, inshallah. And with your support and with God's will, I believe we will be victorious. Thank you so much.
Aisha, we wish you good luck.
Thank
and
you.
we ask the community, whoever is eligible, he's eligible or she's eligible to vote, to go and vote on November 5th, or before
November 5th. Yes.
November 5th.
Yes.
So good luck for you.
Thank you,
Hopefully in 10 days or less, we're going to see you, get elected official instead of Michigan.
Inshallah.
And I'd like to take a moment to thank Sahar Al-Maleh, إذاعة صوت الغد, for allowing us, give us a time from this, to talk about this election. Sahar, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank
I
you
hope
very
you
much.
will win.
Inshallah. Thank you very much.
And I'd like to thank my friend Tar Al-Attar for introducing me to Aisha.
Thank you, Terry.
And, thank you very much, Terry. And thank you very much, Sahar, again. And Mr. Rani Mansour.
Thank
you. Rani, always there for everything. Good support, good friend for 4 years. Thank you very much. Aisha, good luck.
Thank you so much.
I wish everybody goes on November 5th or before, go vote. And whoever you want to vote for. But we prefer you vote for Aisha. Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Have a nice day and enjoy your evening. And good luck for Aisha.
Thank you. Have a great day.